here we are for the final of Kart Stars Round 1 2025 Briggs Masters. I unfortunately didn't get any of the other sessions recorded. My GoPro was having tons of issues today apparently. Whether the battery wouldn't charge, had to change that battery, and then for whatever reason it turned off after I turned it on again. So I'd only get like us leaving the grid and that's it. So I'm thinking it's a vibration issue. Not too sure, but this session it recorded totally fine, luckily, as it was a eventful one. As you can see, I'm starting pole. I had the pace all day for sure, not so much in the rain. The kart was horrible in the rain. The rear end just wouldn't, even going in a straight line just felt like it just wouldn't even stay on the track with a Briggs motor. So yeah, not great. I know I didn't have the best rain tires on, but it shouldn't have done that. So yeah, as you see, some raindrops are coming down now as we're going to take the green, which is just lovely. If you're the pole sitter, definitely not what you want, because you are the one that's going to figure out first where the grip is, and if there is any, and how wet the track is, and all that fun stuff. So I get jumped here in the start. I was expecting a little bit because that's what you should do if you're on the outside and you haven't used your freebie today. And then I get into him in the first corner, losing it, and you're gonna see me just slide right off, and then watch the field go by. Big apologies to Alex there. He goes by me, so some karma for me there, but definitely was nowhere near intentional. I just lost it, no grip at all. Big field behind me, and I just got into him. Looks like he survived pretty good though. He's still moving, and I believe he actually finishes on the podium for this one. So I didn't feel too bad after that. I did get into him one more time in this race, but it was just because of the wet track. And yeah, you see a big pile up there. People just not understanding the track, as neither am I. Very disappointed in myself right now. I'm in my own head, as I knew I shouldn't be, but I am. I'm starting right now. I'm driving kind of crap, and I'm just like panicking almost to try and get back to those positions I just lost, being silly into turn 4 there. Looking back on it, I definitely went in too hot for the amount of rain that was on the visor, but it's tough. If I slowed down too much, oh yeah, you see me get into Alex there. I'm sorry, but definitely was not intentional. I was just trying to get by Christopher, and the grip wasn't there. And then I get a double on them there, which was nice. But yeah, so if I slowed down too much, the pack probably would have pushed me off anyway. But I mean, that's hindsight. I mean, yeah, I just did it to myself. No one pushed me. It was all me. So sucks. And then you're about to see me. Result of driving angry is what's about to happen right here, and go off again. So put myself right at the back of the pack again, minus a few drivers that had damage or their clutches burned up with all the crap going on. So yeah, 16th, not great, especially when we're already 3 laps in. The field's kind of spread out a little more now. Really didn't do myself any favors. And honestly, if I wasn't so quick, I would not have been as upset. But when I know I had the kart to beat today, and my driving was good all day until it wasn't, it was frustrating. Especially when Kart Chasers here broadcasting the whole race. It's tough. I'm still beating myself up a little bit about the turn 4 here, but I'll make up for it a little bit. And apologies for the camera quality. A lot of dirt and water and all that, and especially when you're going off the track like a dummy, cutting the grass, the camera's going to get dirty. It clears up a little bit. This is what we got to deal with for a little bit. So I think the next lap or two, I'm just trying to catch up to these guys. And the track's kind of a little too wet for my setup right now. The kart's not happy. And I'm just trying to calm myself down a little bit. At this point, I know I'm not winning, obviously, and podium's very, 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 very unlikely unless they get into each other. So, yeah, I told myself just calm down. Let's just try and figure out our driving again and see if we can just set maybe the fastest lap or get some passes done and learn for the next one. I'm only doing 1 or 2 Kart Stars races this year, so I mean it's not a huge loss. It's not like I'm ruining my championship or anything right off the bat. I've already won this championship once, so I don't really go for it anymore. And especially with the blue tires, they just don't suit me very well, and the weight. It's just a lot against me, so yeah, and some of the tracks they go to, I don't particularly love, so I decided to step away from this series a little bit this year. Did the first one just because it's Goodwood and it's usually run well and the track's good, so yeah, that's why I decided to do this one. But as you can see now, my kart is starting to work. Caught this guy up huge going into 4 and 5, and as you can see in the middle of the corner there, I'm just rolling better, and he's noticing and looking way too much at me. Don't do that. Keep your eyes forward. It's not going to help you by any means. I mean, I'm going to pass you if I want to pass you, or but there's not a whole lot you can do, because if you keep looking, then you're going to feel like you need to reactively block or do something silly like that, or you're going to turn your wheel by turning your head, and you're just going to go slower. So don't look behind you like that. Maybe do one if you're going to do one on a straight, but yeah, that was too much. And now we're going to set off after Christopher again. I think this is the 3rd time we're meeting on track here, but he had some damage from the 498 at the start, I believe, running into the side of him. So I know and I can see he's just not happy out there, especially how much I caught him in turn 9 there. So I know I'm going to try and make a pass here, but I just clip his rear a little bit going through there. And I'm like, you know what, I'm committed, I'm going to try. Got way wider than I hoped, but he said it was fine, so I guess we're all good there. I just felt a little touch. I just hope I didn't screw him up. And coming through here, I'm noticing how fast, like, they're battling, but I'm catching even the front pack ahead of them so quick. I actually have a little bit of hope here, so I got my head down, and I'm just gonna do my best racecraft I possibly can for the next 4 laps and see what we can do. We're gonna get another position here for 12th. And yeah, I just bumped the 488 coming out of the corner there. Just had such a good run, and I shot him up the hill away from me, which sucked. But we end up coming back through turn 1 and 2, 3. We gained pretty good, and then under braking, we caught these guys huge. Whether their setups or their trust in the track weren't there, I'm not sure. But I was kind of just in full send mode at this point, because what do I have to lose? I either want to win or I don't win, and who wants second or third? So yeah, I'm just kind of having fun at this point. Coming up to the 426, I think this guy is a rookie this year or newer. You can see why the head turns usually is a good indicator. I think he wanted to try and pass Kev here, and I was going to try and do the over-under on him, just because they looked like they weren't really going to pass each other. And then he does a half move here, which smart of him to back out of it, because that wasn't going to work. And then his momentum's ruined, so I'm going to take that one. But I get a little loose mid-corner, and he gets the over-under, but lets me go. And he said he knew I was quick, so he just wanted to let me go there, and I appreciate that, so thank you. So we find ourselves behind Kevin. And by the way, like, none of these guys are slow. Like, all these guys are pretty quick. It's just whether I had more trust in the track, or my kart was just working better at this point with the conditions, I'm not sure, or I was just in full send mode, I'm not sure. But yeah, I was got past Kevin there, and we're just picking them off one by one here. we're also catching up to a podium position, which is just the leader of this other small pack. But our laps are going to definitely run out before we get to them. There we go for another move. Never put yourself on the outside of a cart going into 6. That's always going to result in either someone throwing it in there or and passing you, or a collision when they try and make it, because it is a tough corner to pass. Coming up behind Dave here, I had an idea to pass him on the straight. No offense, Dave, but I saw the last lap board coming, and I knew I wasn't getting much further up, so you were my next target. But he had way more top end than me, so he managed to hold that there. And then coming through here, I was planning on doing a dive, but I just caught his rear end as I went through. So I apologize for that, Dave. I didn't mean that. And then the deed was done. So, and then I hit Ellie a little bit too, who didn't love that so much, but it was nowhere near intentional. And then I get some karma where I tap his rear bumper and catch the dirt on the left side there and lose probably like a half second or something. But I wasn't getting by these guys probably anyway. Yeah, is what it is. Gonna finish 7th. Had a cart for the win for sure, but just had to be smart about that turn 4 and back it down, listening to the raindrops on the visor and listening to my own advice, because I told myself at the start of the race when I was sitting on the grid, I'm like, you see anything on your visor, you slow down. But sure enough, I didn't do a good enough job of that, and I went off twice. So yeah, always listen to yourself if you can, and don't let the adrenaline and the excitement get the better of you, because that's what happens. You throw away an easy win. I shouldn't say an easy win, but it was definitely an easy podium, I think, based on the pace and how good it felt and how good it was all day. So it is what it is. And yeah, don't fix your bumper on the grid in front of officials. Sorry, Matt, but I had to call you out on that one. That was ridiculous. Don't do that, especially at a regional event. So, all right, thanks, guys.